And I'm live. Boy, this is super washed out. Okay, let's see. Why are we so washed out? Let me try to move this a little bit. Okay. That's better. Move this. Wow. So, what's up, Movie Hunter? How's it going, man? PC is here. Okay, I'm going to give some time for the people to wander in. So I had come up with I do not like the lighting.
Mason's here.
Jamie Mason, what is up? I do not like the lighting. How does the lighting look? So Producer Bree is off camera, but Producer Bree is in full effect here. How does the lighting look for you?
It looks vintage.
It looks vintage. Let me, hold on just a moment, and let's see what happens if we dial it down. It still looks vintage, doesn't it? Vintage. Let me turn these. We'll just go. Now we're in the dark. Hold up. This is a little bit better, though. I don't know. It's just too much light. It's never been a problem like this before, right? This is just too washed out. All right. We used to have lighting issues back in the early days, right? Mm-hmm. Can you remember this?
D says,
you know you're on your vocal. So
I know. It says there's a Z sound.
There's a Z sound. Okay. Let's see. It is the Blue Room. We are. It's the. Let's see what happens if we. Has the Z gone away? I will stand by. Has the Z gone away? It's the B's that are a louder.
It's louder. What could that be?
I don't know. Let me see what happens if we unplug that. Okay, Z louder. Now it's a pulsing Z. What about now? Now on a beat. It's gone.
It's gone.
Okay.
It's like at the eye doctor. Better here or here?
Will you do me a favor? Can you de-mic yourself and go get the portable...
Oh, yeah.
No, hold on. I think I have one right here.
Okay.
A charger. This is fantastic live entertainment.
It's real life.
No, I have a... Okay, will you help me and go get the one of those portable chargers so we don't lose our signal in the middle of the live stream? Maybe that needs to be backed up too. I don't know.
The lighting is not that big of a deal.
Not that big of a deal? Okay. Well, earlier today, I was like, what if I had a song to welcome people to the Labor Day live stream? And in between the time that I came up with the song and the pressing of record, I had forgotten the song. So I'm going to try to remember it. The charger is coming. Guys, just look to the person to your left and look to the person to your right and just smile at them. Give them a hug. You can't find one? There's one over here somewhere. It's on the side table. Producer Bree? Oh, you're going the long way around? Okay. We're having technical difficulties here. It's Serial at Midnight during the live stream, but if you just bear with us. No, there was one, it's silver, and it was over. Okay, I could not find it. Let's try to plug. Try to plug into that and see. Okay.
Okay.
Gang, tell us if we start pulsing again. Did someone say they just smiled at their cat? I don't think it goes, that goes in the phone.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. User error. Okay.
Yeah.
Plug that in.
Okay. Pulsing. Oh, Nate Pancakes is here. Nate Pancakes, we're opening the packages in this video. So, thank you. Buzzing. Any buzzing when we're hooked back up to a power source? Did you guys hear a low Z? Oh, man. All right. Well, we'll just go for as long as we can on the battery that we have. The buzz is gone. Hold on. Very low. No. Minor buzz. There is a fan in the room. Okay. It sounds like anytime there's a power source connected, we're getting a buzz. So... We'll just do what we can, and when that red light comes on, we'll bail out of
The
here.
choice
We'll
will
parachute.
Choice will be buzz or off.
Labor Day live stream, Labor Day live. I've already forgot the lyrics again. It's Labor Day live stream. Labor Day live stream, Labor Day live stream. Eating barbecue and we're eating some ice cream. Labor Day ice cream. No, Labor Day live stream. What was it? Labor Day live stream.
Summer.
Cause summer's coming to an end. And then it was like Labor Day live stream. So pull up a chair and hang out with all of your friends or something like that.
That's close enough.
Close enough. The Labor Day live stream.
Somebody requested Freebird.
Freebird. If I play it, I get copyright strikes. So
That's true.
the
Can't play.
estates of the Van Zants was like, hey man, what do you think you're doing? Can you tilt this light just like
Which way? What do you
away
mean?
from me?
Oh, like this?
Yeah. Yeah, see? Okay. Well, we're 6 minutes into a live stream and we've done absolutely nothing. How is everybody's Labor Day? We have just been kind of chilling out, just kind of relaxing today. Producer Bree, in case you're just joining us, Producer Bree, very much a part of this video, but off camera for this one. So she'll be producing from the
Shadows.
the shadows, which is where you live your life anyway. So
True.
live your life in the dark. So one of the reasons we wanted to do this live stream is because it had been a few months since the last one, and extreme. More than, would you harmonize the more than words with me?
And then we'll get in trouble.
We will get in trouble. Who I'm trying to, Gary Sharon, he'd be like, and then what? Nico. I'm trying to think of the guitarist's name. Nico something. Can't remember the guitarist's name. What's up, Boredom Strikes? How is it going? One of the reasons we wanted to do this is because it's been a long time since the last live stream, and we also have a ton of mail. And rather than just do one of our goofy mail vlogs, we thought it'd be a lot of fun to just do it live. It's a holiday for us in the United States, so we thought it could be really fun to do it here with everybody present and just like play off of each other. Any rules that we want to establish at the top? No favorites. Don't ask people's favorites. That's a tough question to answer.
Somebody already has.
Oh, have they already? Okay. Trolls will be immediately escorted from the building and thrown into the sewers. And I really think that's about it, right?
Yeah.
I'm talking to you,
Yes,
Producer
I
Bree.
know. I'm thinking.
Okay.
Yeah, and just no favorite questions. Maybe you should talk about why, because some people. have
So
already
favorite
asked.
questions are hard to answer, and I don't have favorites. I don't have one favorite movie. I don't have 5 favorite movies. I have lots. If you want to say, what's your favorite, what are some of your favorite medieval movies about whatever, then I could name you 10 or 15. But the idea of being able to narrow it down to like, well, this is my favorite movie and blah, blah, blah. That's impossible for a movie fan to answer, and we get like every live stream, it just becomes like, what's your favorite this? What's your favorite this? What's your favorite this? What's your favorite this? And it just becomes like I don't know. I have no idea. So we just do the best that we can with a wide, and that's part of like, you can verify, like I don't think in terms of favorites. I think in terms of like, I'm in the mood for a 60s crime movie from the French neo-realism period with the... I don't know. Also, there's we've had a few hundred subscribers just this past week because of the physical media video that we put up. It's kind of looking like one of our bigger hits. So we got a lot of subscribers. Some of you guys may be here because of that video. If you are, welcome. We are silly. We try to make this fun, entertaining, and we do not take ourselves too seriously. So welcome to the party.
Eric Griggs is here.
Eric Griggs, what is going on? Thank you so much for joining us on this live stream. Eric Griggs sent me a record by a band called The Midnight that I just keep listening to. Have you guys heard The Midnight? Because they are amazing. That album is from 2014. It's a synthwave record, and it's called Days of Thunder. And I just keep playing that thing because it's really good. So, okay. Do you have anything you want to throw at me before we... I'm waiting on
no.
Producer Bree.
I'm sorry. No. I think, I mean, there are some questions already. Do you want to go ahead and answer some, or do you want to start opening mail?
Yeah, let's do 3 questions.
Okay.
Just keep it loose.
I can't remember who asked these questions because I was so busy writing them down. I didn't write who asked them. So I apologize for not knowing who asked them. You ready?
Yes.
Are the HMB DVD collection still available? Parentheses, not Diamond Collection. Close parentheses.
I'm not sure, honestly. I suspect whatever's out there is what's out there. I don't think that there's new Hanna-Barbera collections being pressed for those, but that doesn't mean that I'm right. I'm just making this up. I know I don't see them in stores. I suspect that there's inventory out there, but I believe that stuff goes out of print. And then when it is out of print, Warner Archive re-releases those on burn medium. So like burn disc. So for example, trying to think of a Hanna-Barbera cartoon that hasn't just come out on Blu-ray or is not coming out on Blu-ray. So Huckleberry Hound. Let's go with Huckleberry Hound. So I know that was out there. I think there is still some inventory of the Huckleberry Hound show out there. But when it's gone, I think that rather than Warner Brothers repressing actual discs, they'll do a burned on demand program because they're releasing tons of things burned on demand. Like Thundarr the Barbarian is the one that I always wanted to get on a pressed DVD, and then I couldn't. Like it's now only on burned on demand. So that tends to be the pattern. So I don't think that those are still out there. I think the Diamond collection kind of took the place of those. And now the Diamond collections seem to be going as well. But we are getting Blu-rays of a lot of these things because we've talked about Johnny Quest, we've talked about Scooby-Doo, the new Scooby-Doo movies, and in just a few days we get the Jetsons, the complete original series of the Jetsons on Blu-ray as well. So it's just kind of the times we're living in. Things taper off and then they get re-released on Blu-ray, things like that.
Mm-hmm. Have you tried the Sour Patch Kids cereal?
No, I have not. I don't think that I will. I don't think that's for me.
Have you seen Angel Has Fallen? No.
No, I have not. I've seen none of the Has Fallen movies. I'm not sure why. I don't know. Have you? And was it worth watching?
So whoever asked that question, I'm sorry, I don't remember who said they did, and it was great.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I haven't seen any of those. I wish that I could manually adjust our brightness here, but I don't think I can. Okay. All right, I'm going to jump into some of these packages.
Okay.
So these come from, let's see. Cinema Dave Media. So Dave is one of our Patreon supporters, and he is also a YouTuber who goes by Cinema Dave Media. And he has sent us a couple of packages here, and I wanted to open these on the air. It's fragile. Oh, man. Okay, so it is Brian Wilson, Smile. I do not have this. I'm a big Beach Boys fan. I'm a big
Nice.
Brian Wilson fan. Huh?
I just saw what it was. I was typing. That's awesome.
So now, off the top of my head, I might have some of the details wrong, but Smile was the one that Brian Wilson was composing after Pet Sounds, I believe. Wasn't it immediately following Pet Sounds? And Brian Wilson always took, I just see like this one sprig of hair sticking up. Brian Wilson's, he never got the support he needed from the other Beach Boys. And they always were like, man, we just want a hit. Just write it because it's a commercial hit. And so this did not get, it got heavily interfered with. And I believe it eventually, like Smiley Smile came out. But his original brainchild of Smile, yeah, so Jamie pointed out it's kind of what caused the mental breakdown. I think that's accurate. Yeah, it's like it's hard to be creative. What?
Fury of Firestorm said they thought it was a dental kit.
What if it was? What if that was included in here? This was like a dental pick and a toothbrush and some floss.
Mirror. Dental mirror.
But this is like this is hailed as the lost Brian Wilson masterpiece. and I didn't have it. And I do have a live version of like Brian Wilson performing these songs live. I think around 2006, 7, 8, 9, somewhere in there. Have we seen Rocket Man? There's actually
I got it. I got it. You keep going. I got it under
Okay.
control. I'm replying.
Okay. Yes, we have. But so I'm excited. I'm very excited to listen to this. And I know, so Surf's Up on here. Surf's Up is on here, and I think Surf's Up is my favorite Beach Boy song. But it's really a Brian Wilson song. Like Brian Wilson, for so many of those Beach Boy songs, it's him that's making, you know, it is what it is because of Brian Wilson. And then sometimes the other, I feel like I just get brighter and brighter and brighter.
You're not.
I'm not? Okay. But then, you know, like the Beach Boys they do have that signature sound, but Brian Wilson, I think, was the heart of the band. He was the creative soul of the band. And so Beach Boys without Brian Wilson, as they're touring, you know, they're touring without Brian Wilson. And that's not really the Beach Boys, because the Beach Boys was, the heart of the Beach Boys was Brian Wilson. So that's my 2 cents on that. So thank you, Cinema Dave Media. Thank you so much. You guys check out Cinema Dave Media's YouTube channel, because clearly he has excellent taste. And I know he covers a lot of the stuff that we like, you know, movies and music, and he plays guitar on, you know, he's a guitar player too, does some live performances and things like that. Okay, I'm going to try to carefully open this. This is also from Cinema Dave Media. Going to be very careful. Okay. Oh man. Okay. So, it is a comic of the Adventures of Robin Hood. It just, so there's a note. It's just that since you're a big Robin Hood fan, I thought you might like the original comic book from the 70s. Take care, Dave. Yes, I don't have this. This is amazing. I love Disney's Robin Hood. This is the Gold Key. Shall we? Let's browse carefully. With the ads on the back. All right, hold on. We're going in.
Cinema Dave says it's an original comic book from 1974.
I could tell it's original for sure. It has that bouquet. You know how some like wine enthusiasts can smell a cork and they'll be like, "Oh, Cabernet, 1993." Like you can tell when a comic book is original. Just hold this up for you guys. This is very, very exciting. Thank you so much, Dave. I really appreciate it. That's so awesome. Did you see?
Oh, wow. Wow.
Carefully, very carefully, put that back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do we have any questions in the meantime? Pause for
Sure.
interactions.
Let's see if I can ask you some easier ones. Have you seen Peanut Butter Falcon?
Have not yet. You know what's stopping me from Peanut Butter Falcon is Shia LaBeouf. Yeah, right? Because, like, who wants to watch him now? But I've heard really good things. So, I don't know. Have you seen it? Do you recommend it? I meant to. There was actually a day, I think it was last week, that I was going to go, and work popped up. Like, not serial at midnight work, but, like, actual...
Day job work.
Yeah, day job work popped up. And so I did not get a chance to go. But I've heard really good things. It's got Dakota Johnson in it, who I like more and more.
The Open says Shia LaBeouf was pretty good in that movie.
Okay. So Dakota Johnson was, you know, that's Don Johnson's daughter with Melanie Griffith. Is that who it is? Anyway.
I don't know.
She's the girl from the 50 Shades movies.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
But she was on Fallon, and Jimmy Fallon was like, "So Shia LaBeouf, like, how was it working with him?" And she was like, "What do you mean?" He was like, "Well, I mean, he's self-destructive, right? Like, he's hard to work with." And she was like, "Yes, but I think that this movie was really," how did she say it? She was like, "I think this movie was really eye-opening for him," or something like that. And I was like, "Oh, well, Shia LaBeouf turning over a new leaf. Might have to give it a shot." So I want to see it. I also want to see it because it's not a blockbuster. It's not, you know, it's not the latest Disney movie, so I wanted to support it, but haven't had a chance to yet.
Did you see Lawn Dogs?
Lawn Dogs.
The movie.
I don't even know what that is.
Okay. Then the answer is no. You haven't seen
No, I have
it,
not.
but you'll have to look into it.
Yeah.
Is there a place to purchase 1960s cartoons?
Could we be more specific about 1960s cartoons? Because there's a lot of different cartoons. I would say Amazon first, but like there's a lot of like what kind of cartoons?
What's a movie you refuse to watch again? One that you've seen, but you won't watch it again.
I don't know that I have one. I don't think I have one. Maybe, but I can't think of anything.
That Rob Zombie movie.
Oh, Lords of Salem?
Uh-huh.
I'd probably watch that
Would
again
you?
at some
Before
point.
you said you wouldn't.
I wanted to watch it with you, and then we never did.
Well, I won't watch those other Rob Zombie movies again. Or currently, I won't. You know,
Yeah, The House of a Thousand Corpses and
yeah.
The Devil's Rejects.
Yes.
I liked those more before I saw Spider Baby and before I became madly in love with Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Because when you've seen those two movies, so much of what Rob Zombie is doing is just like a cover version of those. But I like them. It's cool for the actors and stuff. I mean, it's cool to see like Diamond Dallas Page and stuff like that. Anything else?
Have you seen Troll 2?
Yes. Of course. Yes.
Well,
We
I
own
mean,
Troll 2.
Yes. Hobbs and Shaw?
No.
No. Lawn Dogs was from 1997. It had Sam Rockwell and Misha Barton.
Yes, that sounds familiar. I haven't seen it, but that does, yeah, that rings a bell. People really like that movie, right?
Are you asking me or them?
I'm just throwing it out there.
Okay.
I think people really like that.
Okay.
Is someone just going
someone
decade by
said-
decade through cartoons?
No, someone said 1980s. Maybe it said 1980s earlier, but because I'm getting older, my vision's not
Yeah.
as good, that I thought I was 1960s. So
Can
I
you
don't
be
know.
specific about cartoons that you're actually looking for? Because all cartoons are going to come from different labels. Some might be with Warner Brothers, some might be Shout Factory, some might be Universal. If you could be specific about something that you're actually trying to find, maybe we can help.
Have you seen Billy Jack?
I saw Billy Jack, the first one, a long time ago. I'd like to pick up, there was a Shout Factory box set of that a few years ago, right? But like something was wrong with the third movie, like some technical aspect was wrong with that third movie, so we never did, or I never did. But I'm familiar with the first one for sure. And it is definitely a serial at midnight kind of thing.
This will be the last question, and then you can open some more.
Okay.
Are you into anime? And if so, what's your favorite besides Dragon Ball?
Yes, Cowboy Bebop.
I like Sailor Moon.
Yeah, Bree likes, well, you're mic'd.
I am mic'd. They can hear me.
Can you guys hear Bree okay? You're a quiet talker.
I'm sorry.
I like Sailor Moon. In the name of the moon, I will punish you.
It's better than being loud and obnoxious.
Yes, that's true. So the next packages that we're opening, we have a trio. This is a trio of packages from Nate, aka Nate Pancakes on Instagram, and Nate is of course a Patreon supporter. I'm gonna use your knife here. I'm gonna use
Yes.
This is a Spanish knife. You bought this knife in Spain, and it is
In Toledo.
It is Damascus steel, right? No, it's Toledo.
Toledo
steel.
steel.
Damascus steel is when it's got like the wibbly wobblies in it. Okay, let me try the best way to do this. Here we'll go. Ugh. Did we ever get to the bottom of the cartoon?
No, not yet. I'll let
Not
you
yet?
know.
Okay. Can you give me something to talk about while I'm opening this?
Okay, so someone has asked if we have space issues. Like, is clutter an issue for us with all the stuff that we collect?
I mean, it is, but
Yes,
it's not an
it
issue.
is.
What?
I mean, we do have storage issues.
So something that has come up since that physical media video especially is like, so the argument against physical media is only, yeah, but it takes up space. That's the only argument. And so, well, I was talking to
I
you.
know, we'll talk to both of us.
So the argument keeps, like, there's so many arguments for physical media, personal freedom, the fact that 90% of film is not on, and television shows, we got to talk about TV too, like they're not on any streaming services. And then the naysayers will say, yeah, but it takes up space. I'm like, well, so freaking what? Yes, it takes up space. But for those of us who value freedom and for choice and personal preference and things like that, like spaces, it's an issue, but it's not a problem. I mean, it's something that has to be addressed. We're constantly, if you're familiar with the channel, you know we are constantly dealing with space. We're putting up shelves. There's a shelf tutorial on this channel. So it is something that, would you agree with me, producer Bree, that it is something that is it's an issue, but it's never a problem, because it's an issue that we've invited into our lives.
It is, because we appreciate having the stuff.
Yeah.
But I think that part of the thing is now everybody's Marie Kondoing their lives.
Mm-hmm.
So that doesn't leave a lot of room to have anything. Like, essentially, you would just have like a couch.
Yeah.
And a table.
You know what's interesting is I saw her on the Today Show this week, Marie Kondo.
Yeah.
What a joyless human being.
But that's her whole thing, is finding joy.
Get rid of your happiness.
Does this bring you joy?
No,
Does
she did
this
not
bring
seem
you
happy.
joy?
She seemed like a drill sergeant, and there was no warmth to her. There was no like it was so clinical, and it was so without humanity. And like they did this whole thing where she was like slimming down children's closets and stuff, and like getting rid of clothes that they didn't wear often or like whatever, and it just felt so soulless and so. It's a clinical. It's really the word. Like, that's not an approach that I would like to live my life by. I do not admire that. I don't think that's a thing to aspire to. I think that that's a dead weight dragging you down into the water. Like, that's not why we're here. We're here to enjoy life and to live the best life that we can. And for me, that means getting as much things. It's not about the accumulation, you know? It's not about like, well, I have 500 DVDs. Like, it's never, it's about the watching and the experience and the stories and understanding the breadth of art. Because it's art, right? Like, it's about other people's communications.
Two comments. Claudette said, it's a gimmick. Next up, shopping to replace what you threw out. But then PC disagrees with you.
Okay.
She likes the Marie Kondo method.
Well, I will just say what I always say in such circumstances, which is we all have to do what works best for us. We are not, I know PC is in a different part of the world than we are, and I'm sure space is probably even more of an issue. So I will just say that we are blessed to have the space that we need, and when we need more space, we can create more space. And for us, that is not a deal breaker. But again, we all have to do what's best for us. So I'm finally into the box. What?
Spending all that time trying to get into the box.
Yes. Nate Pancakes on Instagram. Is Nate here? Do you know if you've seen Nate?
Yes, I have seen him.
Nate's here? Okay. Okay, what do we have here? Whoa. So, VHS. So, Beer, starring Loretta Swit and Rip Torn. I'm not familiar with Beer. There he is. There's Nate. Okay. Nate, you can guide us through some of this since you're here. You can kind of give us the curated tour of the packages as we get into this. So I'm not familiar with Beer. This is VHS HBO comedy that targets the advertising industry, beer commercials in particular. Well, that sounds interesting. Let's see, 83 minutes, 1985, from Orion. And Beer never had a DVD release, right? Let alone a Blu-ray or a... Hey, you guys think that Beer is going to come to 4K Ultra HD? I'll only watch things in 4K. Since we went 4K, I'm only watching things in 4K, which means I can't watch this because I only watch the latest and greatest. So, Banana Man. Okay, Banana Man. All right. I would like to know more about Beer. Nice!
You like to drink it?
Rooster Cogburn. So this is I don't have this movie. This is one of those John Wayne movies that I don't have. Also during the physical media video that I did, someone I was talking about like, hey, you know how many John Wayne movies are on Netflix? 0. And I was like, that's right. So the video that I ended up putting up about physical media, I'd actually cut like 5 minutes out of because I went on to talk about how like there's 0 Sandra Bullock movies on Netflix. There's zero Joy Roberts movies on Netflix. Like any star that has been like really high up, maybe not necessarily now, but someone with name recognized, like brand recognition, like they're never on streaming. And I don't know if it's because those movies cost more to license or what, but John Wayne, the only way to really watch John Wayne movies legally on streaming, not talking about paying for renting, but legally on streaming is if you pick them up. So this is one of those that I do not have. John Wayne, Katharine Hepburn. I have a burgeoning, go ahead, you can interrupt.
Nate Pancakes says there's a note on that in that box somewhere.
I saw this. Oh, okay. It's stuck to the side. Oh, okay. It is literally taped to the side. Okay, I'm gonna carefully. 2 flicks he thought I might dig that tend to fly under the radar. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, I'm going to carefully. Well, crap. Okay, I'm gonna carefully fold this tape down. And this note will live inside this case forever.
Nice. Are these from him too?
Yes, they are.
You should. Have you ever shown how the nice little artistry?
I'm
on
about
these
to.
boxes? Okay.
I think that I just want to make sure we got everything out of that one.
Okay.
I'm sorry I missed the note, Nate. Okay, also from Nate Pancakes on Instagram, we have 2 more packages, and I love the artwork that's been added to the box. You guys know? Do you know what the TCB is? This is Elvis taking care of business in a flash. And I'm a big Elvis fan, so... Oh, Brian Trash is here. No, we are not done. We are just getting started, Brian.
No, he said, "How are you doing?"
Oh, how we doing? Sorry. Wait, I seem to be paused. How does it look on your end? Am I frozen on your end?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
C.
Well, we will kill time. It's a terrible freeze frame to be stuck on, too. Can you guys hear us? Freeze. Should we just stop and come back? They do hear us.
They do?
Yeah.
Oh, there's just no.
Oh, YouTube. Good grief, man. I'm just going to go to the bathroom in the middle of the live stream.
Nate says it looks like you fell asleep.
Mm-hmm. It does not seem to be working itself out. Producer Bree, should we end and start again?
I guess so.
What a stupid looking face.
It doesn't. It doesn't seem to be. Is it? Can you do anything on your phone? Can you refresh it or?
No, I have no controls.
Okay.
It's frozen. All right, we're gonna end and we're gonna come back. All right.
Back in just a minute.